Glint is a payment app that lets you spend gold as money. And with me is the CEO and founder, Jason Cozens. So Jason, great to have you here. We had lunch yesterday and you paid for it in gold.
Yeah.
Jason, so tell me how that works.
So what we've done is we've enabled gold to be used as everyday money. And of course the way we do that is through our app and through our MasterCard. Glint has a partnership with MasterCard.
Okay.
And I'd previously on my app, of course, bought some gold. I topped up my account with some funds from my bank, and then those funds were available for me to be able to buy gold in the app. You can buy as little as 1 cent's worth of gold or millions of dollars, depending on how many funds you have. And once you have that gold, you buy it at the real market price in that particular moment. And once you've got that gold, you can link the card to that gold wallet.
Okay.
And so yeah, when I paid with gold, I just used my MasterCard, as you saw, and it just deducted a tiny bit of gold. And
so it deducts gold on your app, but then the retailer sees it as U.S. dollars or whatever currency that they're in.
Yeah, if we hadn't told the waiter we'd paid with gold, then he would never have known.
He would never know.
But we were paying with gold.
Very interesting. Okay, so how does somebody get set up? They download the app, and then walk me through the process to get started.
So you can download it from your favorite app store, Glint Pay, and once you've got it on your phone, you have to register. And we're a regulated business, so we have to do our KYC checks on people. And once you're approved, that can happen instantaneously for about 70% of our registered users. Once you've done that, you can top up your account with a ACH or bank transfer or a card payment. And once those US dollars, or if you're a different part of the world, your euros or your pounds are in your account, you can actually link your card to those fiat currencies if you want, but the main point is that you can also buy the gold.
Right. Well, we've been doing that for years, linking it to dollars.
Yes.
The gold is what makes it fun and unique. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially right now, because, obviously the inflation is just ripping through the economy in our lives right now, and the cost of living is increasing tremendously fast at the moment. I mean, inflation of 6.2% in the US, and, and that's using the basket of goods that has been, which the government is using currently to define inflation. But if we look, for instance, at the basket of goods that was used in the 1980s, it's more like 14%. And you might have experienced that yourself as prices are going up.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything that's actually going down in price.
No.
I mean, real estate's gone crazy over the past year. Fuel, energy, food.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is gone quite a bit up.
Well, I think most people would be really surprised that inflation is insidious. It's creeping into our lives all the time. It's obviously going through a great explosion at the moment. But in my lifetime, the purchasing power of the US dollar has decreased by 85%. And that's not just the US dollar, of course. Lots of other currencies have lost the same or more in my lifetime. But in that same time, gold has appreciated its purchasing power by over 500%. So, it still buys you what it did 50 years ago. In fact, it still buys you what it did 2,000 years ago. It's the ultimate store of value. But you couldn't really pop down to your local supermarket and buy something with, chipping a bit of gold off the bar or a coin.
Right.
So what Glint's technology does is enable gold to be able to use in electronic payments. We're the first company in the world to enable gold to be used at the point of sale with the Glint MasterCard.
Interesting. Now, if somebody is interested in investing in gold, but doesn't have even enough for the smallest bar, which I think is what, 1/4 of an ounce or something, could they buy that on the Glint app and watch it appreciate?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Glint obviously has a very strong product market fit for the wealthy who've worked hard all their lives and they've got money and they've built it up. But it's also Glint democratizing access to gold as well. So that's why we set off right from the beginning to make sure you could buy as little as 1 cent's worth of gold. And this is real gold, by the way, allocated gold.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah, it's not the paper. It's not like a piece of paper that says you own gold. It's
when you buy the gold, you're buying real allocated gold. It's legally yours. It's in a vault in Switzerland. If you want to have it delivered, we can organize that for you as well.
Interesting. And how does Glint make money?
So we have small revenue streams across the platform, which is still very efficient. We use the benefits of the scale of our technology to be able to offer really great pricing. So for instance, it's only 0.5% when you buy some gold or sell your gold. When you spend gold in your local currency, so if you use your card here in the US, we don't charge you anything. Effectively, there is a sale going on, isn't there, when you sell your gold to pay for that lunch.
Yes.
But we don't charge you anything for that because we get 1% from the merchant as well.
I see.
So all merchants pay MasterCard a fee to acquire the money, and we have 1% of that transaction. So there's also a few other fees. There's a 0.25% a year for having that gold stored and insured by Lloyd's of London.
There would be a cost associated with the real
get
thing.
A small carry cost, but on average, gold, although the price of gold does go up and down, and there is some risk around that. Generally speaking, the value of gold is going up in the long term. So all the fees are very transparent, available on the website, which is glintpay.com.
Glintpay.com. Awesome, Jason. Thank you so much. It was very fascinating to watch that transaction yesterday. So thank you.
Thank you.